Welcome to the Urban Cowgirl Show, training our horses and miniature cows in ranch versatility. Penning Rusty and Susie, our bull and heifer. Roping Rusty with Morgan horse Semi. Training Eve to drive cart. Training Eve to work over her haunches with a motor cow simulator. Training Eve to lay down. Training Eve to harness, pull a log. Training Semi to harness, pull a log on turf. Jumping at liberty to music, making our Morgan horses our partners. Training Eve on a cow roping simulator. Training on our driveway, which is covered by sand, so we have a straight track. Stepping over poles, jumping over crossbar jumps. Training in our trail obstacles area. Semi on the big steps. Morgan horse Sadie doing obstacles rainlessly. Morgan horse Sadie being trained to drive a cart. Mini Zebu heifer Susie being trained to drive a cart. Bull Rusty learning to pull a harrow. First, you will see how Lotus walked over the bridge and through the box in his last obstacles training session. Now, can you get Lotus to walk through the box, which is made up again of posts so they're high off the ground? Good boy. Onto the bridge and off. No problem. Boy. All right, turn around and go the other direction. And then what is often quite challenging is to walk onto the bridge and or into the box and stop. Oh. Yes. Good boy. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, nice breath.
Yeah, who would have expected Lotus to do so well on his obstacles quiz?
And walk.
We really were just seeing prerequisite skills in kind of an organized manner, what needs to be worked on. Okay, now the other direction. And then go through the box from east to west, from north to south. Stop him, maybe even on a diagonal. He's a big horse. If you use the diagonal, it's longer than any of the sides.
Hello. Good boy.
You have his full attention. My goodness, this is a very fast obstacles. Now, going that direction is one challenge. Come back the other direction. There's openness here in this direction behind me. That might make a difference as to what he's looking at. Can you stop?
Oh, good boy.
Absolutely. And look at, he's licking his lips. One of the best signs of relaxation. What are some of the other signs? Well, cocking the back leg, blinking of the eyes, sighing. Those are all good signs of stress-free response. Now you will see Lotus in his next session negotiate the same box, this time with a black tarp and water in it. He then easily walks through the tarp corridor. He is meeting the black tarp covered square that prior had only deadfall in it, and in fact we put a small layer of water in it. Now Lotus has been hanging around here for the last, I'd say, 3-4 minutes, just kind of investigating. You see his head is down. He's not real spooked by anything today in the obstacles area. It's a warm, windless day. We don't even have his wraps on him. He's doing just fine with lead line, and we do have a chain over his nose, but we haven't had to apply pressure at all. Jill is showing him that she can walk right into this, what I call the black abyss, because you know when the horses look down there, they see blackness. They're not sure what they're looking at. And remember, when horses look down in front of them, things aren't as focused as they are for us human beings that look down in front of ourselves. Oh, and now Jill is just asking him very quietly to walk around. He's seeing it. He's seeing not only the water, but the tarp, and this time a black tarp. A few days ago, he played with a blue tarp. Wasn't scared of it at all, but, you know, a black tarp is a different potential predator. And you're watching, as are we, because we don't rehearse here. We're actually showing you the first few minutes of footage of Lotus meeting the Black Abyss Water Square. And eventually, I'm confident eventually we'll get him to step in there, and we'll get him to step in there from the wooden bridge that is on the south side of this water square. But we're not in a rush. We're going to do things small step at a time. And I see he's kind of backing off. He's at a different corner, still wants to investigate. We had Eve doing this earlier, and she didn't even blink an eyeball, and Eve is alpha to Lotus, so next time we'll maybe bring Eve over here to teach Lotus. Alpha horses are good teachers to other horses in the herd. Eve is my 9-year-old Morgan mare, and Lotus is a thoroughbred gelding. And if he starts pawing the ground, that's, in my opinion, just his way of investigating. He's just smelling everything. And even if we don't ask him to go in the water today, we'll leave that up to Joe, who's Lotus's owner. But we just are letting him get comfortable with it, because he just licked his lips. And yes, he is kind of snorting at it. I'm showing you. Yeah, yes. He was snorting at it, and I think he accidentally, his nostril touched it, and remember, it's a plastic tarp. So today's objective is just to get Lotus comfortable with the Black Abyss Water Square, and then if time permits, we'll see how it goes at this first obstacle. He is going to also meet our new obstacle here, which is a couple of tarps hanging from some low acacia trees that are rather claustrophobically arranged. We want our horses to trust us enough to deal with their claustrophobic feelings and walk through places that we ask them to walk through, because we know them to be safe places to go. And all of this is not only just making a partner out of your horse, but ultimately trusting your horse when you're on a trail and don't know what you're going to be faced with. Now there's the wooden bridge. And he's not even, he was on that the other day with no problem.
Yeah. I think he knows that I'm going to ask him, that he's worried that I'm going to ask him to go once he gets on it.
So,
I'd like to get him on it, at least looking into the water.
Yes, yes. So Jill thinks that Lotus is anticipating that she's going to ask him to do something he's not quite comfortable to do. Well, she's going to at least see if she can get him up on the bridge, which we had him on the other day with no problem at all. Okay, one more step. And he's a little bit hesitant today because now, oh, look at that. Yes, that is a good answer. Did I give you the carrots? Because I brought them out. Oh, they're right there. I'm going to stop the camera for a minute and give you a little carrot piece, because that was the right answer, just to put those two front feet up there. All right, now we have some treats, and Lotus got a treat for putting his 2 front feet up there, and I'm going to, as this has worked in the past, let's see if it works now, if Jill doesn't mind, walk up behind. Okay, and I'm going to show you what he does about Jill's requesting that he step on that bridge and look down into the water of the black box. Good boy, Lotus.
Good boy.
Yes.
I know. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you right now to go in. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, good boy.
Well, we're hearing snorts, and we're seeing a resistance to go any farther than the front 2 feet. But let's just let him be comfortable because he's still investigating.
Have you ever put carrot pieces or apple pieces in the water?
No, but I put my rubber boots on and go there and offer them, which I'm willing to do. Let me move this camera back so we can get the whole scene. I'll go get my rubber boots. Why don't you try to come back up here? We need to bring the camera over here so that it can hear us. Well, again, he's investigating and sighing and snorting at the same time. And I'm going to bring the camera closer so that you can hear us. We don't have our mics on today, but we'll use the camera mic. And we'll see how far we're going to get Lotus into the abyss. Come on, Lotus. Come on, sweetheart.
Sit down here.
Come on. Very nice.
Good
You see
boy.
that little step forward with the right leg?
Good boy.
Yes, and the licking of the lips. See if we can do it from another direction. Yes, licking of the lips.
Good boy. That's closer to the water.
Come on, sweetheart. Come on. You see, because I'm in the water, he can hear the water. And he'll get a piece of carrot when we feel that he's taken the next step towards accepting our request. Still investigating, but circumventing. He is certainly not 100% trusting. You saw that. He just pulled his head back. He heard something in the water. Probably that Jill moved her foot. All right, now I'm going to walk in again and see if I can get him to come closer. Now, some people might say we should be more forceful at this point, but Jill knows Lotus very well. And we feel that the more patient, small step approach. Yes! Yes, very nice, Lotus, across the wooden bridge. He gets a carrot for that.
Yeah, he did that all on his own. I'm curious if he'll eat a carrot out of the water.
You want me to put one in? We're going to actually put a carrot in the water. One that he can reach. Will he stick his nose in enough to get it? I think he sees it. You see, remember, now when they look straight in front of their eyes, they don't see clarity. Pat Pirelli once showed us in one of his shows what it looks like to a horse when he's looking straight ahead of himself.
He might not see it. I don't think he can see it once it sinks.
Yeah, right, and he can't smell it probably when it's in the water. There, now his nose is touching the water, yes.
Right.
And Eve, when she did this earlier, enjoyed playing in the water with her nose. So eventually, we'll probably get Lotus to do that too. Look at how he's leaning forward, that right front foot. Yes. Ever so slight the right answer. Now he's drinking the water. Very good.
Teach him to bob for apples.
Yes, we were thinking this is like bobbing for carrots instead of bobbing for apples.
Good boy.
How about walking him over now? Just consider that a small step success for today. And walking him over to the tarp. He's going to see that tarp from a distance. And let's see his body language. And I'll bring the camera closer. That's what this obstacle area is all about. One challenge after another, one reward after another for giving us compliance. Oh my goodness. You know what? Claustrophobia of that sort is not Lotus's problem. Because he just walked into it. He just walked into it without a hesitation.
I'll try to take him back.
Okay, come on around. What we did today with Eve is we walked this way and then along the fence line with the trees.
That's kind of...
It is narrow. If you'd be uncomfortable doing that, then don't. But
He's too big, Sonia.
all right. All right, just come the other direction. Let's see what happens when he sees this tarp corridor from that direction. A little bit of hesitation, but Jill is being real patient, and he's licking his lips, and he gets a carrot for that.
And he was really kind of not hesitating, but just curious.
Yes.
Which this is for him. This is big stuff for him.
I know.
This is a horse that, you know, wouldn't walk on a horse trailer for the longest time. So I'm really impressed with that. Good
Yes.
boy, Lotus.
Yeah, he's making great strides here, one small step at a time, but that was actually a very big step.
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to go into that claustrophobic tarp corridor at all today, much less all at once, both directions without resistance. Do you want to take him back to the abyss? Why not? Why not? Who knows? Maybe next time.
I'm going to put the last carrot in there and see what happens.
Yes, and I have one in my hand yet, too. Next time, maybe he'll just walk right in, especially if he sees Eve do it.
Yeah.
Next time, we'll bring Eve here and have her be the alpha leader. Now, Jill put 2 pieces of carrot down at the bottom.
In the past, he's been afraid of puddles, so this is...
Well, this is most definitely a puddle. Yes! He's just dunking right down there. That's real good.
We can make a good game out of this, actually.
You know, Demi's right there. That's a Morgan mare that Jill owns. We're going to stop the camera for a minute and see what Demi says about the abyss. Here, Morgan mare Demi walks through the water in the black tarp box. All right, here's double track Demi Moore, a Morgan mare, about 11 years old, and she's just playing with the water. Now let's see whether Jill is going to ask her to come in the water or just investigate today, as did her herd mate Lotus. Demi's done a lot of obstacles, but she actually, there you go. Well, the black abyss is no problem for Demi. You see, each horse is different. Each horsenality is different. Now, Demi was willing to go in there at this first session. Let's see if she'll go the other direction. That is, come up on the bridge, step down into the water. A little hesitating, you see. All right, let's let her hesitate. Yeah, we kind of want to... You want me to come and stuff that? Let's see. That seam. See, going that direction. She's on the bridge. She's looking down. She kind of ended up in the abyss and didn't realize it, but then didn't mind. But this is a little bit more on purpose, the other direction, being up higher. So, okay, let's be patient. Now she's doing avoidance. That's okay. We will deal with these fears. We will give them confidence. We will ask them to respect us.
Good girl.
She wants to investigate the bridge. Who would have thought that the bridge was going to be the challenge and not the water? She's been on that bridge in the past, though, that I can tell you, but not when it was connected like it is to this black abyss of water. And I'm not sure, but I don't think Demi's going to respond the same way Lotus does if I walk up behind her, but I'll try it.
I think you can give her a little... I think she will respond to you.
Okay, and I have carrots in my hand, so if she steps forward, I'll give her a little piece of carrot. Walk across, yes. Get her to go across, yes. You see, it's the abyss. It is the abyss she's a little bit hesitant about. All right, she gets a piece of carrot for walking across.
Good girl.
Good girl. Yeah, let's see if she'll go that way again. Whoa, that was silly of me, but she's
She
okay
didn't
on
worry.
it.
She wasn't worried.
She's okay on it. I got kind of hung up on that. You didn't see it because the camera wasn't turned that way, but I got tripped over it a little bit, but Debbie was okay on it. And then she's having a good time in the water.
Good girl.
See if she'll step up on the bridge, will she? I'll go offer her a carrot. Oh, I don't even have to. No, and she's stopping, which is a chore in itself, a task in itself. All right, she's going to get a piece of carrot for that accomplishment. So it's just the other direction we've got to work on. Do you want to work on it today?
Let's try one more time.
All right. Let's try one more time now. See if she'll go from south to north, cross the bridge, into the water. Almost. She stepped on the edge, and the edge is a vinyl 5x5-inch post, which gave a little bit when she stepped on it. So she hesitated.
A little bit concerned about
Yes, and I don't blame her. She just doesn't trust us enough yet to say, okay, I'll do it no matter what I'm concerned about.
Oh, you want to do it from that direction?
You know, we did get all fours on the bridge, which already was an accomplishment.
Yeah, that's fine. He wants to come back and do it this way. I think.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Yeah, that's fun.
She's reaching down and biting at it. Did you see Lotus getting carrots out of there?
Yeah, maybe. I'm going to throw one in there.
Yeah. Good
Yes.
girl.
She got her carrot.
Good girl.
And I'm pretty sure she'll step in again for you. Yes. Up on the bridge.
Good.
Oh, good girl.
That's a good one, too.
So, all right, that's all we're going to do for today. This isn't quite a whole half-hour show, but we'll save the last 10 minutes for next time. And so you can see the improvement or whether or not we still have problems that we need to deal with and what grab bag up techniques we're going to use to deal with them. That's it for today. Sonia Sokolow, the Urban Cowgirl. Thank you, Double Track Demi Moore and Jill. And Lotus, who's already out in his corral getting ready for his dinner. www.urbancowgirlchannel.com. This show, when it's ready, will be under Series 2 and the Obstacles tab.
Our cast of characters: Sadie and Eve, Sammy, Rusty and Susie, www.thesokolows.com.